"Look at me when I am talking to you," a woman in a foster home once screamed at me. But how could I? All my life I had learned that this action was disrespectful. And now, in the new cold world in which I stumbled around, I was conditioned to learn not only a new language, but also new behavior. I was born in Guatemala to a Guatemalan mother and American father. Daddy left us pretty quick after I was born, and I spent the first 12 years of my life in Guatemala with my mother. My mother was not the greatest person in the world. She had many problems. When I was 12, she decided that she could not take care of me any longer and gave me up. An American family got me in contact with my father and his new wife and arranged for me to go live with them on the south side of Des Moines. Not long after, my father too decided to give me up, and I spent the majority of my young life bouncing around different foster homes in a world that was foreign to me. The weather of this new world was brutal. I was forced to transition from a land of eternal spring and rainforest to a land of constant change and flat plains. I also had to make some cultural adjustments. My remedial English classes in Guatemala had taught me basic words such as cat and dog. However, I did not find it too difficult to acquaint myself with the language. I really had no choice. I found that some of the idiomatic expressions did not make sense to me, though. In addition, concepts such as the American sleepover proved hard to wrap my head around. Even after acquainting myself with American culture, there were cultural disparities I could not control. I was surrounded by white children in the foster homes and schools that I went to, and sometimes was teased on account of my accent and dark skin. Despite these inevitable changes that made my transition difficult, many changes proved positive. For instance, my education improved greatly in the United States. I discovered my love for science due to its improved and advanced teaching in America. Also, new tastes were easy to get acquainted with. I quickly fell in love with burgers and fries, even if I did miss fresh avocados and lemons. I view my transition to the United States as a 3-step process. The first step was getting educated and becoming acquainted with the language change. The next step was adapting to the customs of the country, rather than waiting for the country to adapt to me. The final step was learning to be a quality citizen and do useful things for society. My border crossing showed me that I can achieve many things with hard work in a land of opportunity, and that I should always strive for excellence.